I think we have a guest waiting for us from the sidelines of the 8th Edelweiss conference. Yes, we do have Mr. Vivek Gambhir, CEO designate at Godrej Consumer. Mr. Gambhir, thanks a lot for joining us. Let me start with ad spends at 10.7% of sales. They were unusually high this quarter, and that seems to have impacted your margins. Can you guide us as to what level the company is looking to maintain margins on a sustainable basis for this quarter as well for FY14?
Clearly, I think in this particular quarter, as you mentioned, because of the significant amount of new launches that we've had, our advertising spend went up sizably to ensure that we are adequately investing behind the launches. So in the domestic business, the increase was about 400 basis points, and in the international business, about 250 basis points. I think those are higher levels than what you would normally have. So you will see some moderation in the quarters ahead, but difficult to give an exact estimate because, again, depending on when the next set of launches happen, you will see occasional spikes of advertising spend, but certainly it will not be at this level of activity.
Okay, Mr. Gambhir, one of your key raw materials, palm oil, has corrected significantly in the December quarter. Given the mass market positioning currently, doesn't this benefit your company quite a bit? Can you quantify by how much the current softening will help you by way of margin expansion, and therefore how much might even your profits be benefited?
So, on the palm oil front, clearly I think prices have moderated, but these prices have been a lot more volatile than they have been in the past. And then there's also a bit of a lag effect in terms of the amount of stocks we typically end up holding. So it does take a quarter or two before the effect starts showing up. So we had some improvements sequentially in gross margins in Q3. You will see an improvement in Q4 as well.
Your company is exposed to the volatility in the currency movement given its international presence. Does the company have a hedging policy? And if you could tell us also what the debt on the books is in terms of dollar terms?
So, our currency exposure is on two fronts. One is on our oil buying, and second is the interest that we have to pay on our international acquisitions. Now, a lot of those loans are not repayable in the near-term future. So there is some exposure we do have in terms of our oil buying. But generally, I think this is something which so far we've managed to hold in control. And you, of course, have to remember that, in the past, we have benefited from the currency moving in the other direction as well. I think this is a part of running our business. We have a Forex committee that monitors closely on what our actions should be. So far, while we've hedged our oil purchases, we've not hedged our international debt.
Vivek, just some time back, we got the December IIP figures, and the big disappointment there has been the slowdown on the consumer durable side, which saw a degrowth. And particularly, we've seen this weakness in most of the companies which have reported their earnings as well. And many of your peers have also indicated a slowdown in consumption creeping into the discretionary set. Have you, as a company, started seeing any pressure points which are building up in the consumer staples category?
We've not, at least in the categories that we are in, we have not seen any signs, sustainable signs of a slowdown. Clearly, I think in food and beverage, there have been concerns about discretionary income dampening and some hints of a slowdown. In our categories, we have not seen the slowdown, and our growth has been uniformly strong both in rural and urban. So, for instance, in Q3, our urban markets grew at about 18% organically in India. Our rural markets grew at about 38%. Modern trade grew at 37%. So, across the board, at least in our categories, driven both by penetration increases and consumption increases through our premiumization strategy, so far we've not seen any signs of a slowdown. This is something we'll obviously watch very carefully, but we are optimistic that this growth will continue.
Fair enough. Then you would be an exception, Mr. Kabir. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. We had a lot of poor growth numbers. Now let's go to a